Hello YouTube, welcome back to Small Block Saloon. I'm Driver. Today we're going to continue working on our Wasteland project car, the Outrider Interceptor. Okay YouTube, so I picked up a couple of these old plow points off Facebook Marketplace. I'm going to see if I can incorporate them in the car somewhere. I figured they would add some eye candy to the car in some manner. So let's see what we can come up with. Alright YouTube, so I come up with a design I think I like. I'm gonna have these two spikes staggered and then maybe a third one on the top. It's kind of tough for me to get it all in frame where you can see, but give it kind of a shark tooth staggered look. And a subscriber in the last video said something about better check the rules because at Wasteland Weekend they weren't sure I could have these spikes, and that was a good point. I went and checked the rules. From what I understand, I can have them for display, but they don't want you driving around with stuff like that. So I made them removable because I don't want to get there and can't have it. I want to be able to drive the car and enjoy it, and I'm gonna do the same thing with these. I got an idea how I can make them where they're quick to remove on and off, so that way we can still enjoy the car. So, all right, YouTube. So what we got here is a piece of muffler pipe. It's roughly the same diameter as that bar on the front of the car. Thought here is to split this down the middle on both sides and make two pieces like a C, where I can bolt it on top of the bar that's already there, or pin it or whatever, where I can weld the plow points to this, take it on and off really quick. If the people at Wasteland don't want me driving around with it on there, I don't want anybody to get hurt, I can remove it. I can still put it back on for photo ops. I think it's the best way to go about it and accomplish the goal. At the end of the day, I want to be safe and I want to be within the rules, but I also want to build the car the way I want it to look. So I think this is the best way to make it happen. Let's cut it. Alright YouTube, as you could tell, I'm not the world's best plasma cutter by any means, but I'm trying to use it more and more and get better with it. It's a tool I never had till recently, so it is what it is. It works good. It's better than a torch. So let's carry these over to the car, see how they're gonna fit on. Alright gang, so here's the plan. We got our half piece of muffler pipe here. We'll put that on something like that. I'll probably, right now it's a kind of a tight fit, like a pressure fit. I'll probably put a clamp on it just to hold it, weld everything. Once we get everything like we want it, I'll drill a hole where we can bolt it through, or maybe two holes, one on each end. But we can put that right there, and then I think we're gonna just weld these plow points, just weld them kind of where they need to go. Simple as that. Alright YouTube, I got them tacked on there. It's kind of tough to see through this viewfinder. It looks better in real life, but you're getting a little bit of a fisheye effect with this. You're getting a little bit of fisheye effect with this camera lens, but I think that's what I want. I'm gonna weld them up. Alright YouTube, we got the holes drilled, got everything lined up, welded. So this should pretty much be what it's going to look like. That one's a little tight yet. I had to wallow them out a little bit. It's alright, we'll get it. We will get it. Let's see what we got now. Oh yeah. Probably just a burr, just a little burr hanging up. So that's one side. Come on, man. There we go. Once we get it, you know, make sure that everything's good, we'll tighten it down. Alright YouTube, so we've been working on the front of the car. It's time to give the back of the car a little bit of love. What we're going to do is we're going to start by mounting this minigun. It's kind of like a Nerf. I think it's a Nerf knockoff or something, but it's pretty cool. The barrel will actually spin. We're going to get it painted up where it looks a little better. I've already started detailing it by mounting that skull, but we're going to get it mounted up and do some cool stuff with it next. Alright YouTube, so I got it mounted up. We're gonna have to improve that a little bit, but I feel like what it needs is like a ammo can on the side of it, or a box, an ammo box, or a drum or something. It's just looks a little plain sitting up there, so we'll see what we come up with. Alright YouTube, so here's my plan. Here's what I'm thinking. I got this old ammo can. It's already been used a couple times for different props. You can see it's been welded. I had to cut it off. I'm gonna grind down those welds, and it's got a tray mounted in the top of it for bullets. I'm on fake bullets, not real bullets. These lay in there, and they can go up in the chamber of the gun. I think what I'm gonna do, I have these pieces I cut off last week for that for the spikes, you know, the plates. I think I'm gonna put one on each side to kind of make an armature like that, and I'm actually weld them to this can, and then I think I'm gonna weld the you know, weld the bracket, for lack of a better term, weld this metal onto the seat, so this will be stationary all the time. The gun can come on and off, but this will stay. So that's the plan for now. We're gonna tack it, see what it looks like. Square it up, hit it with a slicing dice. We'll keep moving. Alright YouTube, let me take it over there again. I'm going to mark it, come back, weld it, then we'll stick it on. You can see what it looks like. Alright YouTube, so I got it mounted up there. It's been a lot of cutting and grinding. I saved you guys from all that, but I think it turned out alright. Of course, we still got to paint everything and make it look, you know, make it look in universe, but as far as the mechanics, it's built, and it's made where it'll stay with the seat, and the whole gun and ammo box and everything can lift off. That's how I decided to make it that way. If I'm driving around on the way to Wasteland or whatever, I don't have something that looks like a machine gun on the car. I can just take this whole thing off, set it inside the car while it's being transported. So yeah. Alright, we're going to keep on keeping on to the next thing. Alright guys, so I think I'm going to go ahead and get a quick paint job, like a base paint job on this gun, so when it's on the car it'll look a little better. And I like doing this kind of weathered, dusty, desert type paint job. It's real simple to do. It's basically just a couple cans of spray paint and some time. I got a lot, on a side note, I got a lot of these Nerf guns that I'm going to do up. They're still functional. I know you're not supposed to have functional things at Wasteland, but I just hate to take them apart and make them not functional because I'm going to barter with them. So I'll have a lot of these guns at Wasteland. If you're watching this in your Wasteland, hit me up because I'm going to be giving away a lot of them. And they're not over the top paint job, just quick paint job. I bought a couple of lots. I bought 3 lots. It was a lot of guns. Basically to get this gun and a couple other ones. Or blaster. I'm saying gun. I should be saying blaster. Blaster. But hit me up. I'll have them. Anyway, let's get into it. So the most important part of this step to me, first you sand everything with a light Scotch-Brite or real light sandpaper just to get some tooth on the plastic. And then the main and most important step to me is using this right here. This is VHT epoxy paint. It's like it says specialty product epoxy paint, rust, salt resistance, primer. It's in the automotive section, or it's at like your automotive, like I get it at O'Reilly's, and it's for like chassis parts on your car. But what you want to do is paint the whole thing, 2 light coats, get good coverage, and then let it sit for a few days. And what it does, this epoxy paint is pretty strong, because the next thing we're going to do is spray it with a layer of this. I like to use this khaki camouflage. We're going to spray it, and then we're going to let it sit for just a couple seconds, or 30 seconds or so, and then we're going to immediately wipe it off with acetone. And if you don't use epoxy spray paint, what I've had in the past is the acetone eats through everything. So you got a quick window, because you don't want this stuff to really dry, but you want it to be tacky, so that the acetone, when you wipe it away, it stays in the little recesses. So I'll show you what I'm talking about. Just a real light dusting. You don't want to put it on heavy. And then I just got a rag with some acetone. I got gloves on. You guys wear gloves, man. I didn't wear gloves when I was younger. I was dumb. And now I wish I had it. But anyway, see, now you can wipe this off, but it's going to stay in the recesses. And you can just creep up on it. If you want it more dusty, you just go back once the acetone evaporates and add more. Or if you want to leave a light dust on it, you just kind of leave it like it is and layer it up. I don't know how much it's showing on camera, but it's starting to be in cracks and crevices. So, and if you want to go heavier in some areas where dust would settle, like dust will be settling on the top more, so put some more on the top. I don't know how much that's showing up on camera, but you start to get that build up, layered look. And you'll see some spots where the plastic's actually starting to come back through. I'll touch it up with flat black. It's all about the layers. So I'm probably going to put you on time lapse, because I'm going to paint this up real quick. got some cheap craft paint here. I'm gonna add some detail work with that. I got a brown and a black. And a piece of sponge I tore off. What I'm doing here is just trying to get some visual contrast. Just kind of make it look like a little bit of rust peeking through. You don't want to go overboard. You barely want to have any on the sponge. You just want to pounce it. You don't want to really put it on too heavy. And if you do put it on too heavy, just keep working it, spreading it around. Try to think about where water would sit, where stuff would rust naturally, around cracks and crevices and if you guys like seeing this kind of content, let me know. I've been kind of scared about doing any kind of costuming or prop building. The content on the channel is primarily automotive, but you know, I don't want to mess up. My stuff's just finally feeling like it's starting to do good. I don't want to mess it up by showing people something they don't care about. Let me know. Put it in the comments. I mean that for real. If you find this boring and say, I don't want to see that, tell me. Because if you don't, somebody else might feel the same way and they don't comment and I don't know. So let me know. But there we go. Now we got a little bit of, I don't know how much it shows up on camera, but we got a little bit of contrasting color. You really, in this viewfinder it's tough to see, but hopefully you guys can see it's got some, got like some rust color with it. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna work down the barrel and do kind of the whole thing. Alright guys, so what I'm doing now, I'm gonna add some details to the skull. I got this little leather strap of leather with buckles on it, or rings on it. It was on the boot. But if you guys if you're watching this, you probably know about the Razor Cola. If you remember the skull on the top of the supercharger on the Razor Cola, it kind of had some leather work around the head, around the top and stuff. I'm not really trying to duplicate that, but trying to you know, mimic that style, kind of do something in that same vein. And it also had some twine like wrapped around the jaws. We're gonna kind of see if we can't do something with that. This has kind of turned into a prop making video all of a sudden, but you guys let me know. I'm probably gonna leave this footage in this time. This is stuff I normally do, you know, not recorded. But if you want to see it, let me know. I know I've said it a while ago, but if you want to see it, let me know. If you don't, let me know about that too, because I'm trying to find my way on this YouTube thing. All right, YouTube. So I looked over there and the battery was dead. So I glued them bullets on. I got that little twine there. I don't know exactly where you died. I guess I'll find out. The last thing I'm gonna do is these teeth seem too white to me, so I got some black paint on my brush. I'm just gonna put some black wash in on the teeth. And I know that looks way crazy right now, but just trust in the process. And then I'm just gonna take a rag here and blot it and clean it up a little bit. Actually, we're gonna need some more water. I did go heavy. That's all right. We'll bring it back around like this. Now we can blot it out. Might hit it with just a touch of acetone to get back down to that bone color. Not too much though. We don't want to get crazy with it. Another thing to watch out for is this acetone. Like, that's a plastic skull. Some plastics that'll eat it, so you don't want to get too crazy. Let's yeah, that don't look bad. I think that'll work. All right, I think we're gonna call that good. Just really wanna, you know, 99.9% of people won't see all this anyway. Again, most people won't never see this anyway, but or notice all this detail. They'll just see the overall shape. But I'm gonna call this one good for now. It still spins. It actually still works, but we ain't gonna be shooting no Nerf guns, no Nerf darts out of it. So let's get it back on the car and see what it looks like. Here it is, YouTube, mounted on the car. I think it looks all right. Don't look too bad. Pretty happy with it. I do want to do something with that hole there. That was when it was on another prop. We had some stuff running through there. I think it was an air line or electrical line, but yeah. I think I'm gonna put a strap, like a bungee strap on it to hold it centered. Just drill some holes in the plate. That way it don't shake too bad. But all in all, I'm happy with it. Really get you in there where you can see it. Alright guys, that's going to do it for this one. I want to thank everybody for watching. Hopefully you guys found something in this entertaining. If you hadn't subscribed yet, please consider doing so. If not, please continue to watch. And comment, man. Comment. I know I've been harping on that a lot, but that's been really helping the channel. The people that are commenting and sharing and just help getting it out there. And I like knowing. I like having the feedback. So I know this time we did some prop work. I don't know how that's gonna go. As you guys can see, we've got some stuff going on in the background with costumes and stuff. I'm not gonna just do a whole video on that, but I might sprinkle it in unless you guys absolutely hate it. If you hate it, let me know. If you really want to see a whole video, let me know that too. So thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next one. Later.